But anyway, since we're on the topic of sports, Sha'Carri Richardson suspended for 1 month after testing positive for marijuana, but now it looks like they told she can't compete at all in this year's Olympics. Thoughts, gentlemen?
Damn, man. I mean, listen. It's on one level you have to say, listen. I don't know. She was going through some things. I think that I believe she was going through some personal things that caused her that she's blaming on it, or from what I understand, why she took an edible or smoked or whatever it is she did. But you need somebody around you that's just going to just tell you, nah, don't do that. You know what I mean? Just stay away from that stuff. That there's a larger goal. There's a larger goal in mind. But on the other hand, that's tough, man. I think she can finish the suspension in time. But they're keeping it from her for some other reason. Obviously, I think the reason is pretty obvious, but I'll let somebody else speak to it. But it's just a tough deal. But the margin of error is always been slim, razor slim, and it's getting slimmer, especially for Black women in sports. So you have to kind of be mindful of that. There's no other remedy for it. We can get outraged and everything, but you have to have some you have to be kind of proactive and preemptive in your thought process and how you move. So that's my thought.
All right,
Ronnie. Sha'Carri Richardson made a huge mistake. Huge. The thing is, for people that don't really know or have ever seen her run, she is a phenom. What makes her so amazing is not just that she's fast. Sha'Carri, she's 5'1" in height. And we've had this discussion when we went out, guys. Like, most sprinters are taller. And if you pay attention to her races, she's not the first one out the block. She can't be the first one out the block because she's too short. But as soon as she gets upright, it's your ass. She got you. The burners turn on and she smokes you. That is amazing. That is a God-given talent that she has. You know what I'm saying? And I feel bad in a certain way for the sister, but I don't know. We have to understand something too, right? We're talking about the Olympics here, right? I don't know if you guys know what USADA is. USADA is the United States Anti-Doping Agency, right? They're the people that let you know that you cannot have this in your system. Your testosterone level can't be at this level. No THC. So the thing is, Ms. Richardson knows that she cannot have marijuana in her system. All right. And the thing is, we're not talking about a sport that basically, okay, she could be suspended for 30 days and she's got a game after that. This is the Olympics. The Olympics come every 4 years.
Yeah.
Now, the endorsements that Ms. Richards has probably lost was probably worth millions of dollars.
This year will be 3 years. It'll come back in 3 years.
Okay, 3 years. Mm-hmm. So it's still a long time, no matter how we cut it, 2, 3, 4, whatever. The bottom line is that Ms. Richards lost a lot of money that probably could have did a lot for her family, herself, and probably could have maybe employed some other Black people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what she was going through. She says, hey, baby, maybe she self-medicated. People say, oh, she smoked the marijuana in a state that it was legal. Listen, she knows she can't have that in her system. And to piggyback off what Derek said, maybe I'm just guessing, maybe she had some people around her and maybe got caught up in the hype and maybe made a mistake. But the bottom line is this was a very bad choice on her part. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully she'll be able to come back from this. She's still young, but it's no joint or this moment of getting high was worth it. It was not worth it at all.
Yeah, I know, Ryan, you saying before that, she just got just found out about her mother, just got reconnected with her mother like a week ago. So what I say to that is, like, a lot of people, when like Jay-Z before he got reconnected with his father, just before he passed, I remember my man Samson just got reconnected. People like that. So she could have. When I say coping on this, a whole bunch of things could have happened in her life. Where she finally got the chance to get this peace, and then they got shortchanged. One of my friends just lost their mom today, and they was just trying to reconcile their relationship, and it's messing with their head because they didn't have the chance to get that peace. So maybe she did turn to the weed for that. Now, however, the other thing is they let a testosterone-driven transgender man Not getting against transgender people, but I think Norway Ice is going to compete in the women's weightlifting. But this sister cannot compete because she smokes some marijuana.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I understand that. And like we said that day, we know what the game is. We know how if they get us, it's going to be much harder. So the thing is, you don't give it to them. Don't give it to them over no
Correct.
need.
She needed the big homie. She needed a big homie to shut her down.
A big homie and say, hey, listen, you can't do this. You can't hang with this one. You can't hang with that one. Your future looks amazingly bright. You know, I don't know. I'm just guessing. It's a possibility. We could have had a sister on a Wheaties box that ran track for
could have happened.
Could have happened. All she had to do was win the relay and whatever. Now she's not going to be able to do any of that. Yeah. Like I said, whatever she was going through, that wasn't going to fix her problems. It was going to still be there when she came down off that high or whatever. It's just a temporary fix. You know what I'm saying? Now the thing is, people always say, you know, like you were saying, Dave, she's dealing with trauma. Look at the trauma she's going to deal with now. That is worse.
You gotta think about all that money.
It's more trauma now she's created as a result of making it.
And Tiger, you're right. It's a lot of BS. Like the swim cap, black women trying to get a swim cap. They try to ban us for a whole bunch of stuff. Like that's why I tell people about black people are always going to be conflicted because you're American, you're black. To me, I'm always seeing in my eyes of black. Anybody with melanated skin, I'm rooting for that country. I'm not going to lie to you. So I want Team Jamaica to smoke everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? I want any Latino country, knock them out. I really do because I was like, it's conflicted because I can't root for a country that's never been good to us. I cannot do it. It's really hard for me to do that. So anytime anybody with melanated skin across this world, I'm going for. So that's why I hope Team Jamaica and they the hardest competition we're gonna have out there. Hope they smoke them and everything.
Track and field, yeah.
Hope they smoke them and everything moving.
Yeah.
Wagwan.
She's supposed to be the face of the U.S. team. Yeah, man. And she was going to be the next big thing.
She's gonna be Flojo. She's Flojo.
Yeah, she was gonna be the new modern day Flojo.
We're gonna see something. I'm telling you, man.
We could have had a sister that we could have connected with that's basically from the hood that was going to represent this country and the U.S. team. And you know what? And sisters were going to blow everybody out the frame. That's what I wanted to see.
They might still, except for Jamaica. I'm telling y'all. And then the men's track and field got this young boy. I can't think of his name for now, but he's fat. He broke Usain Bolt's record of the people under 18. Just look out.